Hi folks, this is Donnie D. Those of you out there that shoot steel know how much fun it is. And I thought I'd take a minute to make a video to show you the steel targets that I've got in my collection so far. And what I'm trying to do to upgrade a little bit. This is my dueling tree that I've had for a right good long time now. It's a great target. Only problem is it's rated basically only for rimfire. It's made out of some 1/4 inch mild steel, but it works great, and it is great for 22s, and it probably will stand up to 9mm rounds that may be shot from my carbine or something from maybe 50 or at least 30 or more yards away. I'll show you why I say that, because here's one of the paddles. As you can see, it's a little bit bent. That was from shooting a 9mm from my SIG Pro. Got about 20 feet, and it did bend it. I can take it off and straighten it, no big deal. But I learned my lesson about trying to shoot something too heavy at that type of a target. Some of the other rimfire targets that I've also got a plate rack out back, but it was too heavy to drag into the shop here. But it's a really nice plate rack, and I have 4 of these. I believe they're 8-inch, 1/4 inch plates. There's one of them that I've got mounted up the proper way so it'll hang with a cant. But to give you another example of something that just won't hold up to all these again, or for rimfire only. Here's an example of what happens when you shoot one of these plates with a 223 at 100 yards. It put a hole through it just as pretty as if I'd have drilled it in there. But I can get my weld right and fix that, no problem. But I learned a lesson about trying to shoot the mild steel with too heavy a caliber, too high velocity a caliber. This is a farm disc that a fella gave me. I believe it's a 16-inch or 18-inch diameter serrated farm disc. This is actually, it's much thinner than this stuff over here. This is 1/4 inch. I'm not sure what this is, but it's thinner than this. But this stuff is harder. But again, good for rimfire and maybe 9mm. That's what happens when you shoot it with a 308 from about 100 yards. But again, I can fix it with my welder, but I did learn my lesson about that. The first AR500 steel target I ever bought, though, some of you might recognize this one from Wal Mart. It's about a $40 target, I believe it is, something like that. I don't know that it's made out of AR500 steel, but it holds up fine to higher caliber rifles that I don't shoot it any closer than 100 yards with them, but it holds up great. You can see some slight pitting in it, but it holds up just fine. That was my first AR500 target. It was the only steel target I had that I could shoot with any of my higher caliber guns. So decided I would upgrade, and I found a place online, and this is not an ad for them or nothing like that. It's just a place that I found that had the best prices that I could find on AR500 steel targets. The first one I purchased was this 10-inch, what they call a target gong. I've got a video on it if you want to get a little bit closer look at it and how it works. But basically, it's a 10-inch gong, 3/8 inch AR500 steel. It's got a 3-inch hole in it, and behind that it's got a 4-inch gong hanging behind that allows you for a bullseye to shoot at. I like the target. It seemed like I paid around $45, something like that, for this target. Shot it a fair amount, and no problems with it at all. But just like with any AR500 steel, when you hit it right at the edge, it will chip out right at the edge. But they tell you that, so it's not something like they're trying to hide from you. That's just the way it works. And after a while, it'll chip out. All it's going to chip, and that'll be it. But this target should last me forever, I suppose, as long as I take care of it and shoot it the way it's supposed to be shot. But I liked it so much that I recently purchased an 8-inch gong, 3/8 inch gong, and a 16-inch gong, 3/8 inch. Both of them are AR500 steel, and when I did that, I got a 4-inch gong to come with it. And this is basically the way they say mount them. This is not the mounting kit that comes that you can order with it. But I decided to just go to the hardware store and buy the stuff myself. But I think they ask about $7 or $8 for their mounting hardware for these gongs, which I think is very reasonable. I don't think you can do any better than that at the hardware store. But for these two, the 16-inch, the 8-inch with the 3/4-inch, I believe I paid about $128 shipped for those. So at least I've got a pretty good, probably all I need. AR500 steel targets. I got my Wal Mart spinner. I've got the 4-inch, the 8-inch, the 10-inch, and the 16-inch gongs. I may get my local fellow here to cut me out maybe a 24 by 24-inch square gong and drill a couple of holes in it for me so I can mount it. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you my upgrade. What I like about the AR500 is I can shoot them with my 22s or anything else I've got. The only problem with these over here, I enjoy them a lot, but I only take those out, or not this one of course, but these over here, my plate rack and the dueling tree, is I have to take those out only when I'm using my 22, so I don't accidentally shoot them with something bigger and damage them. But anyway, I've got a pretty good collection now of steel targets. In fact, I'm getting ready to take these AR500s out right now in about 10 minutes and get out to my range and shoot them a little bit. But anyway, for right now, this is Donnie D's upgraded steel targets. And I'll see you later. Bye.